Hello everyone, I'm going to show you in this video how to make route planning upon joining the vessel. This is just a basic guidance only. This is to avoid the hassle from going through the manual upon joining the ship, because you might not have too much time to prepare the next voyage. So this is just a guideline, and for more details please refer to the manual and other details. So first of all, before you plan your passage, it is important that you adjust your safety contour settings to have a rough idea at a glance where to go and where not to go, safety depths and stuff. So that is available in display on the instant access bar. Go to display and set and select chart alerts. So once you open the chart alert, the dialog box will open like this, and there you can enter your contour settings. So now I have entered my contour settings. Let us see what happens when changing. Okay, I have adjusted now few figures. So these figures you can't just enter haphazardly. You have to refer to your shipboard manual. Shipboard manual clearly states how to enter the value for safety contour, safety depth, safety shallow contour and deep contour, etc. So the important thing what I want to show here is that now you can see one alarm is running here at the right hand bottom corner. If these alarms have not been acknowledged, you cannot enter your settings. Let us see. Now you have entered your settings. Let me show you what happens if not this alarm is not acknowledged. You save, you get this attention message: the setting of chart alert cannot be saved because all of the alerts have not been acknowledged. So this is one important thing that you should know, because I didn't know this when I joined the vessel. I had to go through some hassle to confirm the contour settings right. Now you can acknowledge your alarm. Now let us see what happens. See, the contour settings were adjusted. Now I will go back to my earlier settings. 15 and 22 oops. Save. Right, that is done. So the next step is to plan your passage, plan out the next route that you wish to proceed on. So whatever that you plan is done on the plan mode here on the status bar from the upper edge of the screen. You can select plan here, then it will take you to the planning mode. So to plan out your route, you have to select planning. Here there are two options called route and user chart. I will later on explain how to make your own user charts pertaining to your voyage. So now the route, now we are going to do what we are going to do is to plan the route. So you select route. A box will open like this, route plan dialog box. You have to, these are the routes that I have kept on the planning mode. You can unselect all that, but now you are going to make a new route. So click new, and just before you give it a name and save, you have to, since I don't have this keyboard in front of this repeater screen, I have to use a soft screen. How to use a soft screen is display, select and on. Right, the soft screen is there, so you can save it. You have to save it first. You have to click on save as to give it a name. I will give it test. I will name it as test so that I can later on delete. Okay, now you are ready to draw your passage. just add your, but just take the cursor where you want to add your first waypoint and click left click. Okay, the first waypoint is added, and then the next waypoint. Here it is important that you adjust your other settings like the XTD limit or the plan speed and the local time. XTD limit is the width of the channel where you want to keep your ship within. This is an area within which you want to keep your ship. XTD limit by default coming as 1000. Now say if you are moving out of the port, it is impossible that you have XTD limit 1000, because the approach and the moving out will be so narrow. So it should be a realistic value. Let me put 200 and enter. Okay, and hereafter whatever the waypoints that you add, the XTD limit will be 200. Otherwise it will keep on coming as the 1000, because the default value is 1000. So plan speed is the speed that you plan to do right throughout the passage. This is the average speed. If it is 13, it should be 13. If it is 14, 15, 12, or whatever that you wish, it should be adjusted here, so that it will be easier when on the monitor mode to calculate ETA. Right. This is, you can either choose the arrows here or the soft keyboard. I will put 12 here and enter. Speed max is the maximum speed that you think your vessel will achieve. This doesn't matter what the value is, because based on this you will never give the ETA. ETA is always calculated based on the present speed, not even the planned speed, not even the speed max. This could be anyway. The maximum speed could be greater than the planned speed. But these are not so important. And the other important thing is the local time here. Local time means, this is very important when you calculate your ETA. By default it is coming 00, the time zone 0, which means the UTC, which means GMT. If you are in the time zone of 4 at the departure port, you have to enter the correct time zone value and enter. Now you can keep on adding your waypoints. 3, yeah, you can see your values are coming as the same. You see the 212 and local time 4. Okay, waypoint 4, waypoint 5, etc. You can name your waypoint as you desire, and also you can adjust your coordinates. Say now, these are just self-explanatory. You can, when you play with the equipment, you will find out what needs to be done. I think this is called waypoint massaging. So you can adjust your coordinates also. If you want to proceed on great circle, it's just a matter of clicking on this or the drop down menu to select rumb line and great circle. By default it is coming rumb line, because in most of the cases we are sailing on rumb line. So now let us assume, now you have added 5 waypoints. Let us assume that you have finished your route, and left click and finish. Okay, and the other important thing is, say your destination is in a different time zone. Let's say it is in time zone 6. So you have to enter the if it is the west side, if it is the minus, this is where to switch between plus and minus. So I would, okay, for the time being I will say it is -3, -2, or minus, let's say -3. It doesn't matter what the value is. This is for your guidance. Okay, now the basic the basic planning is done. Why this is why it is important to add your local time here is you always put the last waypoint to find out your ETA. So if your time zone has not been entered correctly, it will give the wrong value. If you do not add your adjust your local time here, it is always the GMT time. So when you look at your ETA upon on the monitoring mode, it will always give the UTC time, which you don't want. Okay, which you might want, but you would like to have the ETA in local time. So this is done now. The next step is to check your route. Otherwise, the check status appears here as unchecked, and upon route monitoring mode, you get this permanent message: route check is not done in plan mode. So you have to do the route check also. You can go to alert parameters and check route. And once you have done your check route, you see the alerts what you get here on each leg: caution area, if it is crossing, if the passage goes via anchorage area. You can see everything by clicking on each leg. You can check what the alert is. Right, then you can save this. Now it is ready to be monitored. But next step is you have to link some user charts also, because on this ECDIS FMD 3200, unlike other ECDIS, you cannot add nodes while on the monitoring mode. So everything what you have to write in the form of a user chart, and then link it to the route, link it to your current route. So I will do a separate video on user charts, because it's also a large area, very important to your passage planning. So I will do that in a separate video. This video is to show you only how to make how to draw your route, how to plan your route, and then to monitor the route, how to calculate your ETA and things like that. So I have now shown here safety contours, route planning, XTD limit, time zones. Next is linking use chart is done. Now you have to put this on monitor mode. Go to waypoints here, or you can see it at the bottom. At the bottom of this route plan box, there is exchange to monitor. You can exchange. You can put it to monitor mode from here, or also while you are on the navigation mode. I will show that later also. So you can click exchange to monitor and see what happens. Okay, you see I was going on a different course. Now this new course, the new route is on monitor mode. You can close your soft keyboard. Now it is on. It automatically switches over to navigation mode when you click the exchange to monitor. Right here you get the monitoring info. This you cannot change anything. Here you can select two waypoint. Two waypoint is now, this is waypoint. Waypoint 1 is here, waypoint 2 is here. If you want the ship to directly proceed from where the ship is to the waypoint number 2, you can select waypoint number 2 here. Or if you want the ship to directly proceed to waypoint number 3 from where the ship is, you can adjust your waypoint here and then give go. Then it will calculate time from this position to this position. You can see your route information is here. To waypoint, you can see here. To calculate ETA, it is this part of the screen. It is not this part of the screen. It is the check ETA screen. Say you should put your last waypoint. Now in this example I had only 5 waypoints, so you can select your waypoint number 5 and see what happens now. This two local time is the local time of your destination. To check the time of ETA in local time, you have to switch over to local time. It shows you the ETA in local time. You can see April 4 things. And if you want UTC, you have to select 2 UTC. So it will give you UTC time. This is why it is important to adjust the time zones at the time of route planning. Otherwise, if you change this, nothing happens, because it is the UTC and the destination local time is also the UTC. So make it a point that you always adjust your local time zones at the time of route planning. And here speed calculation means if you want to arrive at a particular time at your destination, let's say master wants to arrive at your destination on today's 16th of April. You can select 16th of April, and the time is, let us say, remember here the speed calculation time is always UTC. So you cannot enter your local time, you have to enter your UTC time. Say now I put -3. I put -3. If your master wants to arrive at your destination at 10 o'clock in the morning, so this is -3. So UTC is 3 hours ahead. So it should be UTC 13. You can go by the arrows, or you can use your soft keyboard or the hard keyboard. 13 hours and the minutes 1300, because this is always the UTC. And you can click start calculation and it will show you the suggested speed at which you should proceed. So this is the basic route planning video. Hope this would help you and keep you out of the hassle from going through the tedious the big manual. But always, to get additional knowledge, please refer to the manual. And okay, I will show you another thing now. I showed you how to plan your passage and then to exchange with monitor. It is on the navigation mode, and without doing it from the planning mode always, you can do it on the navigation mode also. Now see, I was coming on my earlier route to my destination. Now the passage on monitor is this test passage, which I have just made. Now I will switch back to my the route. What I showed you was going back to planning mode and then exchange to monitor. No, I don't have to do it always. You can do that on navigation mode also. Here, just right click on the route information section of this screen. Right click. First you have to unselect route, what is being monitored. So this will disappear. No, I'm sorry. Unselect route, or you don't have to unselect. You can even click select. Then you can click select route. So, and select the route you wish from the select route box. These are the routes that you have had so far on your ship. So this is which are the channel 2. You get the information here: total waypoints, total distance, start waypoint, final waypoint, etc. And click open. See, Now it's being prepared to monitor. Right, acknowledge the alarm. It's always by default coming to UTC time, and the waypoint is the next waypoint. No, we want the last waypoint, and you see I have when I enter the to local time, what happens to the ETA will be different by 1 hour. Sorry, 5 hours. You see, this is UTC time 1920 plus 5 hours is 19 plus 24, which means 00 something. So I think you have learned something from this video. I will do how to plan your user charts in my next video. Thank you for watching.